Gather around, folks, because today we're delving into the deep, dark secrets of the Harry Potter series. Yeah, because who hasn't heard of it, right? So grab your wands, your invisibility cloaks, and maybe even your time turners, because we're about to unravel everything there is to know about a series that's been dissected more times than a frog in potions class. What makes a children's story about a boy wizard capture the hearts and minds of millions around the world? How did the rejected manuscript by an unknown author sell over 600 million copies and spawn a $25 billion media empire? The Harry Potter series has been called one of the most extraordinary publishing successes ever. But what exactly led to its meteoric rise? Where did the idea for Harry Potter come from? Was it a sudden inspiration or a long process? J.K. Rowling first conceived the idea for Harry Potter in 1990 while stuck on a delayed train from Manchester to London. As she stared out the window, the characters and story came fully into her mind. She spent the next 5 years meticulously mapping out the 7 books, writing in local cafes in Edinburgh whenever she had spare time outside of her job. This long incubation period allowed the magical world to take shape in remarkable detail. But once the first book was finished, did it immediately get published? Unfortunately not. Rowling faced rejection from 12 publishers before Bloomsbury finally gave the green light to Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in 1997. Even then, the first print run was only 500 copies, intended for schools and libraries. But within months, glowing reviews and awards started rolling in, and a phenomenon was born. Scholastic published the book in the US in 1998 under the title Sorcerer's Stone. As each sequel was released over the next decade, the series' popularity grew exponentially. The later books routinely sold millions of copies within the first 24 hours of publication. They were quickly adapted into films, video games, toys, and other merchandise, making Harry Potter a worldwide household name. Today, the books have been translated into over 80 languages, tying Rowling with Astrid Lindgren for most translated children's author. Their impact is unrivaled in publishing history, transitioning Harry Potter from a single overlooked book to the best-selling book series ever. How did one book about an orphan boy grow into a 7-book epic? What is the overarching narrative? The Harry Potter series follows Harry's journey from age 11 to 17, beginning when he first learns he is a wizard. On his 11th birthday, a half-giant named Hagrid informs Harry that he has magical abilities and secures him a place at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Harry is shocked to learn he is already famous in the wizarding world. As an infant, he mysteriously survived a murder attempt by the evil wizard Lord Voldemort, who killed Harry's parents but was defeated while trying to kill Harry, leaving the baby with a lightning bolt scar on his forehead. At Hogwarts, Harry befriends fellow students Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. He soon finds himself confronting the dark forces that threaten the wizard and muggle worlds. From battling mountain trolls and giant basilisks to competing in the Triwizard Tournament, each book charts another year of adventures and growing pains. Throughout the series, the orphan boy discovers his place in the world as he evolves into a courageous leader. In the climactic final book, Harry accepts his possible demise and defeats Voldemort once and for all, proving love to be the ultimate power. While on the surface a fun fantasy, what deeper themes and meanings does the Harry Potter series explore? Though the books may be cataloged as children's fiction, they tackle serious coming-of-age issues such as death, prejudice, corruption, mental illness, and self-sacrifice. Harry faces harrowing brushes with mortality from Book 1 when he sees his murdered parents in the enchanted mirror of Erist. His emotional journey centers on overcoming devastating loss and surviving deep trauma. Unlike Voldemort, who splits his soul into Horcruxes to gain immortality, Harry's power comes from love, illuminated most poignantly in his mother's sacrifice. Harry's ability to love symbolizes his humanity and Voldemort's downfall. Love transcends death in the books, while evil only destroys. What kind of reception did the books receive when first published? Were they immediately hailed as classics? The series earned overwhelmingly positive reviews early on for its emotional pull and page-turning excitement. But as fame grew, some literary theorists argued that the books lacked complexity and were unsubstantial children's fare. Famed critic Harold Bloom called them astonishing, and American novelist S. Byatt described them as a secondary world that reduced literature to entertainment pure and simple. Aside from the books, in what other mediums has Harry Potter lived? How far has its reach extended? Given their wild success, adapting Harry Potter into films was a certainty. Warner Brothers obtained the film rights in 1999 and eventually produced 8 films between 2001 and 2011. Chris Columbus launched the franchise by directing the first 2 installments. Subsequent books were adapted by different directors, with the final 4 helmed by David Yates. The movies brought Rowling's world to vivid cinematic life while remaining faithful to the books. Major child actors Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint starred as the beloved lead trio of Harry, Hermione, and Ron. The films collectively grossed over $7.7 billion to date. Building on the universe, spin-off prequel films began with Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them in 2016. Other media incarnations include Theme Park Lands, a Broadway play, video games, board games, Lego sets, and endless related merchandise. The Harry Potter brand has become the very definition of a multimedia crossover franchise. Beyond adaptations, the cultural imprint of Harry Potter is far-reaching. Terms like Muggle have become common parlance. Mock Quidditch leagues have formed worldwide. Rare book collections sell for astronomical sums among die-hard Potterheads. The Boy Wizard has left his magical mark on the global mainstream, like a few other fictional characters. What led a little-known author's debut children's story to gain such unprecedented popularity across continents and generations? The Harry Potter books struck a chord that resonated profoundly worldwide. On the surface, whimsical tales about witches and wizards at their core represent timeless and universal struggles, good versus evil, mortality, prejudice, and the pain of adolescence. Rowling skillfully blended exciting fantasy with resonance. The phenomenal response reveals the deep human need for enchantment and escape. Thanks for joining our journey through Harry Potter. Want more magical content? Hit subscribe and cast your comments below. Keep the wizarding world alive with your theories and questions. Until next time, stay spellbinding. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more enchantment.